marvelous milky moustache. We think of green pastures, contented cows, fresh air, and good health. Indeed, dairy products form part of most people's diet. The learners in this home economics class are preparing a variety of foods made from dairy products. Milk tart, strawberries and yogurt, cheese sandwiches, and many consumers believe these foods are kind foods, free from animal cruelty. Yet, for most of the little male calves born into the dairy industry, life is far from cruelty-free. Male or bull calves don't grow up to produce milk, and a more meaty breed of calf is reared for beef. Thus, bull calves born into the dairy industry are considered surplus, and many dairy farmers simply sell them to the nearest buyer or send them off to market to fetch whatever price they can. Often they fetch a mere 5 rands. Potential bidders at auctions like this are often unaware, however, that the survival rate of the newly born bull calves they buy is virtually 0. Fresh from the womb, this tiny calf is just one of some 570,000 bull calves born annually into the South African dairy industry. Surplus, and for the most part, unwanted. A veterinarian estimates this little fellow is between 4 and 6 hours old. Trembling, wobbly and fearful, his umbilical cord is still wet and dripping. Very far from the comforting lick of a mother's tongue, he finds himself in an animal market, where every week throughout the country, farm animals are bought and sold. Animal markets are among the harshest places on earth. Fear of unfamiliar surroundings often leads to aggression and injuries. The South African branch of Compassion in World Farming attended this auction in the hope of finding a way to raise awareness for the plight of these calves. Louise van der Merwe, the organization's representative in South Africa, explains.
We decided to bid for a calf. We chose this little one because his umbilical cord was still dripping wet, his bewilderment and fear so utterly tangible. We decided to call him Baby Ubuntu. Ubuntu means mercy and compassion, and we hope through him to raise awareness of the need to extend the spirit of Ubuntu to all life, including the lives of farm animals.
Weak and wobbly, Baby Ubuntu finally curled up and took refuge in sleep. When the auctioneer got to his pen, Compassion in World Farming made a bid and bought him for just 30 rands. Life, with a little more hope, began for this little fellow. Stephanie Wolf, who with her son Philip runs the Wildlife Rehabilitation Centre in Somerset West, agreed to adopt little Ubuntu in the hope that he would survive despite all the odds against him. Stephanie is guardian to a host of animals that have been displaced by urbanization and agriculture. Wherever possible, she rehabilitates them and returns them to their natural environment. Stephanie set to work immediately, trying to impart a sense of the tender nurturing Baby Ubuntu's own mother would have given him.
It's like for Mum. Mum would lick him and he'd have the contact with Mother, so it's almost like her tongue. when he arrived, he couldn't stand. He was very weak and very young, and the umbilicus was very raw. There was still hemorrhage there. Not having any colostrum, it gives him a less than 30% chance of survival. So we didn't give him much hope. I mean, we're trying, but we didn't hold out much hope. He took milk, and after 2 litres of milk, he was absolutely so much stronger, standing, wanting to walk around. That was Monday. Tuesday, he was out and walking around and trying to kick his heels up, not very steady on his legs. The umbilicus was looking better, we're treating it. On Wednesday, he collapsed. Typical signs of no colostrum. He was weak, he couldn't hold his head up, he had diarrhea, it was terrible. So we took him straight away to our vet, who has been treating him with antibiotics. He has an injection every morning. He was put on electrolyte solutions, no milk at all, and he's up and about again, so we'll try. We'll just keep on trying. We're not out of the woods yet.
Veterinarian Dr. Reinhold Lavrentz, who specializes in farm animal health, explains that the antibodies secreted by the udder of the cow directly after she has given birth are vital for her calf.
The calf is born without any protection. In other words, there is no antibody to protect the calf against bacterial or viral or other microbiological challenges that might make this calf sick. It's very important to know that a calf which does not consume or take in any colostrum would have virtually no chances of survival. So from the previous statement, it must be clear to anybody who farms with cattle or who would like to buy a calf or rearing that calf for a specific purpose, that it's absolutely essential for that calf to take in colostrum.
Daily injections of antibiotics, loads of dedication and TLC, and nightly vigils by Philip brought baby Ubuntu through the crisis.